it's Linda. Welcome back to my channel. I feel very naked on the face today, and that is because today is a Boxycharm unboxing. So there are a million people that do Boxycharm unboxings. Here's how I do mine. First, I will take a look at last month's box, and I will let you know how I used those items throughout the month, and then I will let you know whether or not I would have paid the cost of $25 for last month's box after having used it all. And then I go into this month's box not really knowing much, so I have my husband look at the card that's inside, if there is a card inside, and he will tell me what kind of products are in the box, maybe an eyeshadow palette, a blush, or certain brushes or things like that, so I know what I can come on camera with, because I am going to take all these items and slap them on my face. But I do have two kind of caveats. Number one, I only use cruelty-free products on my channel, so if there is an item in the box that is not cruelty-free, I am going to put it aside and pass it along to a friend. I am not going to try it out. And if I come across a product where I'm like, oh, that's really pretty, but I know that I'm just not going to use it enough, I will not even test it out, because I would rather give an untouched product to either you all. There is someone at my door. I don't want to go downstairs. Okay, I don't think that was a murderer, but there definitely was someone that came to my door. That scared the shit out of me. Does anybody else get scared when somebody knocks on their door at this point? Like, that used to be such a normal thing. When did I start equating knock on the door equals serial killer, I'm about to die? But I digress. If I see an item in the box that I know I'm just going to use once just to show you all how it looks on camera and then never use it again, it's just going to sit in my collection, I'm not going to touch it. I would rather pass it along untouched to one of you or to a friend. With all that being said, let's get into November's box. The first item was the Juice Beauty Stem Cellular Anti-Wrinkle Eye Treatment. So in my last video, I did use this incorrectly. No, I didn't use it incorrectly. I just sort of said what it was incorrectly. Basically, I thought this was an eye cream. It is not. It is an eye treatment, which of course is different than an eye cream. And you all helped me to realize that, so thank you so much. I have been using this every single day since I got the box. Have I noticed any difference? No. And this was the big ticket item in the box. This retails for 50 bucks, which is a lot. I mean, and when you pay $25 for a box, if there's something in there that's $50 retail and you love it, that makes the whole thing worth it. I don't know yet that I would buy this again. Now, of course, I have not used the whole thing. I have been using it twice a day, every day, morning and night, and I pat it all around my eye area, like all the way out, and also a little bit on my eyelids, because hey, why not? And I haven't noticed any difference. I haven't noticed even extra hydration. I haven't noticed reduction of fine lines or wrinkles. So this is still up in the air. Next, I only have one of these. We got two of these Vitamix goggle eye mask things that they go all the way around. I did use the night one, so I just have the morning one left. It was okay. I think this retailed for $12 for the pack of two, which isn't extreme or anything like that, but it was okay. It really didn't do a whole lot. I found that it didn't stay on my eyes too well, and when it finally did, it felt like it sort of dried out quickly. It did feel nice when it was on. It felt cooling, and you know, it was like a little treat, but I like my eye masks to do a little something more. Like, I'm addicted to the Skin Iceland under eye cooling masks. Those cool, they reduce puffiness temporarily. You know, they're not going to do anything too drastic, but I really love those. This, I just don't feel like it did a whole lot for me. I'm still going to use this one, but I just don't know that I buy these again. The Dominie Cosmetics Celestial Thunder Palette. I used this several times throughout the month. I will admit, I probably only used this about 3 times because I really don't enjoy this. I feel like the quality of the shadows just isn't there, and I've used other Dominie Cosmetics eyeshadows before and I loved the quality. There's something off about this one. The colors didn't blend well together. I feel like they were a bit patchy on the eyes, and even if you were blending two sort of light colors next to each other like these two, they still just were kind of patchy and they didn't want to make out, and they should want to make out because they're lovers. But yeah, at the end of the day, I just did not like this. I am going to be passing this along to a friend because it is used, and I wish, to be honest, that I hadn't tested this so I could just pass it along in a giveaway, because I've seen people who love this and who feel like this is an amazing palette. So I feel like maybe I just messed up. Who knows? Maybe I just messed up. Somebody is hopefully going to get some love out of this. The other two items I do not have. One of them was a Dose of Colors lipstick, and I love the Dose of Colors liquid lipstick formula. I just did not like this color, so I do speak highly for that brand. I just didn't like this color for me, so I never used it, and I did pass it along. The other item was the set of 2 Boxycharm brushes. What I find interesting is that lately I've been watching a whole lot of favorites videos, because people tend to do those at the end of the year, and I'm hopefully going to do one as well, so stay tuned. But I saw more than one person put those brushes in their favorites, and I hated them. I hated them. I just didn't like the way they felt on my face. I didn't like, they had one for contour, one for all over. I think it's just because I hate paddle brushes as a whole. They're really just not my thing. I feel like they absorb too much of the product, and I just don't like them. I just don't like them. So those are gone. So if I saw these 3 items sitting on a shelf for a price of $25, would I have purchased it? I might have given it a try, but if this was open and I was allowed to swatch it, then that probably would have just been the deal breaker. I don't think I would have paid $25 for this month's box. And to be honest, it's been a long time since I've said that, so I'm not too upset. I'm just really hoping that this month's box is kind of a banger, because this was like, I don't know, I just was a little disappointed. Now let's get into this month's Boxycharm. So there used to be cards in every box that would give you kind of the theme of that month's box, and there hasn't been any the last 2 months, but there is one in this month's box. So my husband was able to look at the card and let me know what kind of products are inside, and I did cheat like this much. He did tell me there was a skincare item in there, and I was like, you know what? Actually, I need to know what kind of skincare item. I usually don't ask, but I had to know, because I feel like for the past few months we've gotten masks like this, and my skincare was already done, so I couldn't use it on screen, and I want to be able to use it on screen. He did tell me that it is a facial oil, so I did put on the rest of my skincare. I did cleanse my face, I toned, I used my serum, and I used my moisturizer. Oil is always kind of my finishing step right before I put on my sunblock. So let's see first what's in the box. I'm going to take out the card to see the theme, and the theme is Whimsy. When I think Whimsy, I don't know why, but I think of like baby pinks and baby peaches and like soft neutral colors. So, I mean, even the card colors are kind of like peachy pinks. That's not my jam, but let's go with it. Okay, the first item in the box is Ciate. It's by Ciate. It's Marbled Light Illuminating Blusher. Now, Ciate is a cruelty-free brand, so, oh my gosh, this packaging is lovely. Look at that. That is super metallic, which means my fingerprints are gonna get all over it, but oh, how much of a nice gift would this make? Let's look inside. Also, if you haven't noticed, I just got my nails back on, so I'm still getting used to them and hoping that I don't gouge every product. Okay. So this is the blush. It looks very matte. There is nothing illuminating looking about that at all. Also, it's driving me crazy that the sticker on the back is off center. Ah! But yeah, this is an illuminating blusher. It says, add a radiant flush of color to your complexion with Marbled Light Illuminating Blush formulated without talc. This lightweight buildable formula has a blend of matte pigment and finely milled illuminating particles. Okay, so we will try this and I'll see. I am curious to try it. I do like Ciate as a brand. This retails for 26 bucks, which is kind of on par, I guess, for a, you know, higher end blush. We will see about this. The next item is a big box. Okay. So this is the facial oil, and it is by Lms, which is a cruelty-free brand. This is the Pro-Collagen Rose Facial Oil. So these are supposed to soothe fine lines and wrinkles, and collagen is one of those ingredients that's supposed to kind of plump your skin up a little bit, and it's also good for your nails and hair, so I might like use this oil also on my cuticles. So this facial oil retails for $79. Oh my God, that's a lot. I mean, let's see how big the package is. That's what she said. Whew. Okay, this is a decent sized dropper. It is 15 milliliters, 0.5 fluid ounces. The second I took this out of the box, I can smell that rose oil. It is very strong. I have to admit, I do not like the smell of roses, but I find with a lot of skincare stuff, once it's on your skin and sits there for a second, the smell usually dissipates. So I am still gonna give this a try because I'm curious about it, but that smell is strong. We are already at a retail value of $104, and I've opened 2 items, both which are cruelty-free. Let me remind you again, the box costs $25, so that's pretty damn good. Item number 3 is in plastic, like Laura Palmer. Okay, this is the Aesthetica Pro Series Brush Cleanser and Conditioner. So I guess this is a soap for your brushes. I don't know if they're cruelty-free. Let me take a peek. Okay, so I just took a break for a second, and looking this up online is a little confusing. So on their site, they say, we are cruelty-free and we've been certified by PETA. If you watched my video on cruelty-free status and about brands being cruelty-free, you might know that PETA is not necessarily the most reliable cruelty-free certification. Leaping Bunny is. They go really in depth and they go really into the background of a brand to make sure they're cruelty-free. PETA just certifies that you're like, I promise I'm cruelty-free. Totally swear it. On Logical Harmony, this brand has been on the pending list, which means that they have been reached out to and never replied since 2016. That does not bode well. So I even just went and I emailed the brand and I said, hey, I would love some answers to these questions to find out how cruelty-free you really are. And I said it in a very polite way. So I'm really hoping that they message back and I can let you guys know next month whether or not this is a cruelty-free brand and whether I can use it. But for now, I'm just going to leave it. I assume it's sealed. It is not. Actually, the seal is in there. It's stuck. So I'm going to put this back on. I'm not going to use this and I'm going to hold off until I hear back from the brand. And if I don't buy next month, this is going to a friend. That retails for only $12, which is not bad. So let's go on to item number 4. This is Brow Bar by Reema True Brow Makeover Kit. Brow. The word brow is on here 3 times. FYI. So I did just look up this brand, and this is another one where on their site they say they're cruelty-free, but this is one of those brands where they say they're cruelty-free, but I can't find that anywhere else. So I don't think I'm going to be using this either, which is disappointing. But so this is 3 different shades, it looks like. Oh no, I'm sorry. It's 2 different brow shades, a wax. I'm guessing this is like a brow gel and a little double-ended brush. This is very cute, but again, I don't see any proof that this is cruelty-free. So I'm gonna email the brand and I'll let you guys know what I hear, if I hear anything. And this retails for 30 bucks. Okay, even if they're cruelty-free, this does not look like a $30 thing. So I'm just throwing that out there. Okay, 1 item left. I hope it's something good. This feels big. Woo! This is, ooh! I've never tried this brand, but this is Storybook Cosmetics. So they have these cute little packages that look like books, and I'm assuming this is an eyeshadow palette. This is the Fairy Tales. Oh, look at that, it's like a little book. It's the Fairy Tales Robin Hood palette. Oh, I hope this is good. I hope I like the color scheme in here because I really want to try this brand. Let's look together. So up here, we do have a gold that looks very pretty and metallic. This mustard looks underwhelming. In the center, we have 2 shades of brown, 1 light shade and 1 deeper shade. This is the most muted, matte, weird color green, and then this is a deeper metallic green. I'm not inspired by this for like 18 reasons. The mattes to me look very chalky, and I know that I haven't swatched it, so how can I say that? But they just look really chalky. This metallic I'm sure would be beautiful, and this one I'm sure would be nice. I just know I wouldn't use it, so I'm not going to use this palette. I don't want to swipe this and then just never use it, so I'm just going to save this to pass it along to somebody else. I did check and they are Leaping Bunny certified, which is fantastic news, but also can we talk about how much packaging there is? I mean, unless the eyeshadows dip all the way down to here, in which case this is the best value I've ever seen in my life, that's just a lot of wasted packaging. Look at that. Come to think of it, because I don't know why, but I assume maybe this would open up into 2 halves and there would be eyeshadows on both sides or something. No, that's just 6 eyeshadows, which, I mean, what are they, a 1/4 inch deep? No, I mean, and this retails for 35 bucks. That's a lot of packaging. So this will go to somebody and hopefully make them happy, but that person's not me. And then there were 2. But if these 2 are still bomb products, that makes it worth it. So first, let's start with the Lms Pro-Collagen Facial Oil. I am going to put my hair back a little bit. Interesting, the dropper is at an angle. I'm going to use, let's try 3 drops. Oh, that smell is so strong. So this oil is very, very lightweight, extremely lightweight. Like it almost feels like it's already sunken in, which is not a bad thing at all. Just something to note. So just sitting here, I don't smell it on my face anymore. I do smell it on my hands pretty strong. And again, it does smell like roses. I am not a fan of the smell of roses, but it is what it is. I think this is one I'm gonna have to continue to use over the next month and let you all know how I feel about it. So far, I'm kind of either way about it. I don't hate it, of course, but it's hard to tell. I mean, it does feel kind of nice on the skin right now. So So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put on my face makeup because the only other thing we have is blush. I'm not gonna do my eyes. I don't even want to use the brow bar thing until I figure out if they're cruelty-free. And even so, even if I find out they're cruelty-free, I'm not sure I would use this because it's just not my bag. But anyway, I'm gonna do my brows and my face, and I'm gonna leave my eyes alone. And then we will come back and we'll test the blush together, which already has a ton of my fingerprints on it, but that was inevitable. I'll be right back. And I'm back, looking oddly barefaced. So we are going to go ahead and try the Ciate Marbled Light Illuminating Blusher. This color is in Halo. I'm just using a normal blush brush to get it on there. Can't tell if it's on. Oh, no, you can see it's on there. Okay, let's see, maybe that's too much. So I can definitely see some color. I don't really see anything illuminating about this. I see literally nothing illuminating about this. I'm looking really up close. No, this is completely matte. Let me swatch this. Like, I guess it sort of looks a little illuminating there. Let's try. No, this is matte. It's a matte blush to me. Now, with that being said, this is a pretty color, and I will continue to use this, actually. I do like this color, and I need more blushes, even though I just put on a lot. It doesn't look like a lot on camera, but it's a lot. But again, I would not call this illuminating. So, as I always say, if you were to put these two items on a shelf and say that you could buy these for $25, would I do it? I think I'm gonna have to say no again. Now, like I said, I'm gonna continue to use these throughout the month, but the thing is, I know I don't like the smell of roses, so if I saw a rose oil sitting on a shelf, would I have purchased it? Even if it's an $80 product and it said I only had to pay $25? No, I wouldn't have purchased it. And this blush, if I had been able to even just look at it, and you know, you can look at it and tell that it's pretty matte, then I wouldn't have purchased that, so no. On the rare occasion that I have 2 months in a row that are kind of bummers for me, this is where I start to go, should I continue to be getting Boxycharm? Because yes, the price discount is huge, but at the same time, if month after month I'm kind of bummed, then what's the point? And I always say this, but I think I'm gonna give it one more month and see how next month's is, because maybe next month will be a banger. So for now, this is where I'm going to leave you, but I want you to tell me down below in the comments, did you get other items than these? What did you think of your box this month? Was this box amazing for you? Tell me in the comments below, because I love it when it's completely differing opinions. Like, there have been months where I'm like, wow, this is the best box of all time, and someone's like, wow, you're just wrong. This just wrong. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and become a part of my fam. I do put up new videos every Monday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Those are all GlitterFallout, and you are super freaking rock stars. I love you with my whole heart, and I'll see you in the next video. Mwah. Bye.